Hello and welcome to the program from the State Assemblies. This is where we review legislative activities across state houses of assembly. On this episode, Bauchi State Assembly receives the 2025 appropriation bill from Governor Bala Mohammed, with Speaker Abubakar Suleiman promising a swift passage. Kogi State lawmakers' public hearing on 4 bills, including one to ban mining permits. And to commemorate World Children's Day, members of the Children's Parliament took over plenary session at the Kano State House of Assembly. Details of these and more stories will be coming your way shortly. I am your host, Ene Ojonugba. Thank you for staying with us. In the week under review, Bauchi State House of Assembly has received the 2025 appropriation bill presented by Governor Bala Mohammed. Speaker of the House, Abubakar Suleiman, has promised that the legislature will ensure a speedy passage of the bill. Hadiza Garba reports.
Budget consolidation, sustainable growth and development. The Bauchi State 2025 budget proposal contained a recurrent expenditure of 39.7%, while capital expenditure stands at 60.7%. After receiving the budget proposal, which the legislature described as catalysts for changing the entire socio-economic condition of the state, Speaker of the House, Abubakar Suleiman, said the legislature remained resolute toward discharging its constitutional mandate.
I want to solicit the continued support and consideration of this honorable House in our efforts toward the development of our dear state and improving the economic livelihood of our citizens. We have no doubt made significant progress in that respect.
I wish to assure you that we will not rest on our oars to ensure that speedy and meticulous work and passage of this bill before the end of the year. Similarly, I extend our profound gratitude to our traditional leaders who are the custodians of our culture and tradition for having time to be with us at this auspicious occasion.
Speaker has used the opportunity to call on MDS in the state on the need to provide needed information during the budget defense section on their estimates.
Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has reiterated the commitment of the legislature to support various initiatives by the executive in ensuring good governance for residents across the metropolis. The Speaker gave the assurance after the State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, presented the 2025 appropriation bill on the floor of the Assembly in Lagos. Musa Toiliat has the details.
It was a plenary meant to be conducted in indigenous Yoruba language, but there was need to bend the rules to accommodate the guest, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who came to present the 2025 appropriation bill.
Present your 2025 budget speech and lay the budget estimate.
The size of the proposed 2025 appropriation, tagged Budget of Sustainability, is 3 trillion naira, and it is premised on 5 pillars. These include infrastructure sustainability, economic diversification, social inclusion and human capital development, environmental sustainability, as well as governance and institutional reforms.
As we prepare for the approval and implementation of this budget, and urge every of us to play their part in building a Lagos that endures. Let us remember that sustainability is not just about preserving resources, it is also about creating opportunity for the future while meeting the needs of the present. The development of any megacity like ours is a responsibility of both the public and the private sector. And to this end, we will continue to explore public-private partnership strategies in the provision of infrastructure, in the provision of social services, and in the conversion of the challenges to opportunities within the context of the scarce resources available.
Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, reassured the governor of continued support to ensure that the budget is duly implemented so that Lagos residents can enjoy sustained dividends of democracy.
It is on the record that this honorable house has always been in support of the present administration, particularly the governor, in everything. There has never been a request from Mr. Governor that this house has ever denied. We, however, appeal to Mr. Governor and negotiators to give us sufficient time to enable the house to do thorough job of financial document that has great influence on the lives of the people. The Assembly will not delay the passage of the budget, but we will be interested in placing high premium on the need to ensure the interests of Lagosians are protected socio-economically and politically.
There was, however, enough time for Speaker Obasa to clarify issues making the round about his secret ambition to run for the office of the governor in 2027.
I have made it a personal task to mobilize people on the platform of mandate, which has been misconstrued by some political detractors as being selfish aspiration on the ground for me to become governor of the state. There's need, however, to correct the wrong impression. My concern is about building our party, and whatever we do is mainly for this cause. Becoming governor is secondary. It is something that I have not given a serious consideration. Nevertheless, that does not mean I am too young or lack experience to run, whereas those who have been before me are not veterans. But I do not need local validity to contest or run. If I officially am contesting, I will do so from Agege.
The Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, members of the State Executive Council, Governors Advisory Council, and chieftains of the All Progressives Congress witnessed the presentation of the 2025 budget estimates on the floor of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
Similarly, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has received the 2024 supplementary budget estimate of 923 billion naira. The supplementary budget sent to the House by Governor Umar Eno has a total of 350 billion naira for recurrent expenditure, while the recurrent expenditure is 573 billion naira. Nsikak Okon reports.
The proposed revised budget has an augmented figure of 73 billion naira from the initial approved sum of 849.9 billion naira. The executive bill was read the first time by the clerk of the House, Nsika Abasi Orok.
Pursuant to Order 7 sub 1 of the Standing Order Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, I am forwarding the Akwa Ibom State Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024 for your consideration and passage into law.
Leading the debate on the supplementary budget, member representing Surubium State Constituency and Deputy House Leader Otto Bob, and member representing Ibisikpo Sultan State Constituency, Mr. Obong Atta, say the 2024 revised financial budget is necessary as there are sectors which funds would be plugged in to support the Arise agenda of the state government.
Augmentations to the tune of about 3.250 billion naira. This is just to mention a few. As we are all aware, that most of these new NTAs mentioned had no running costs in our 2024 budget, and the recurring provisions here will take care of the personnel and overhead costs, which will take care of salaries and allowances of public servants across these NTAs, especially the newly created ones.
After taking a cursory look at the proposal submitted by His Excellency, I can see that this proposal actually and truly reflects the Arise agenda for Akwa Ibom State.
The Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemotong, comments on the bill and was subsequently read the second time.
By law, to make supplementary provisions for the service of the government of Akwa Ibom State for the year ending on 31st December 2024 be read the second time. Those
The bill was committed to House Committee on Finance and Appropriation for scrutiny and to report back to the House within 1 week.
The Taraba State House of Assembly has approved and adopted the draft 2025 to 2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (MTEF) and Fiscal Strategy Paper (FSP) forwarded to it by the Executive for consideration and approval. Speaker of the House, John Kizito Bonzena, read the communication to the members and urged the Majority Leader, Jethro Yakubu Sikengu, to move a motion for the chairman of the House Committee.
The Majority Leader, Jethro Yakubu Sikengu, in his debate, described the document as very important to the people of Taraba State, and as representatives of the people, the document has to be approved and adopted to allow the governor present his budget estimates soon. He therefore urged his colleagues to peruse through the document and give it speedy approval for adoption.
The law mandates the Ministry of Finance to present each year the medium-term expenditure framework and the fiscal strategy paper. It is on this premise that the state appropriation is built.
Chairman of the House Standing Committee on Finance, Appropriation, Budget and Planning, Abdulaziz Titong, said because of the necessity of the document by which the governor can present his budget, it has become incumbent on the members to approve and adopt the document to allow the governor present his budget to the House.
Medium-term expenditure framework (MTEF) fiscal strategy paper are necessary documents that must be approved before the presentation of the 2025 budget estimate. It is therefore my passionate and humble plea that this document before us be given a accelerated passage in preparation to receive the executive governor of the Trans-Kefas 2025 budget presentation.
The House, in a voice vote, approved and adopted the document.
As we have approved the MTEF today, it means we are expecting the budget anytime soon. I want to all of you not to go very far, because anytime the budget is ready, we will ask you to come for sitting.
The Speaker, John Kizito Bonzena, thanked his colleagues for their courage and resilience and asked the Clerk of the House, Salmuna Amos Sani, to communicate to the Executive about the approval and adoption of the draft 2025 to 2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy Paper.
A bill for an act to prohibit issuance of mining permits in Kogi State standing before the House of Assembly has generated interest at the House public hearing. Correspondent Jacob Sani reports that 3 other bills were considered at the hearing.
The executive bills presented on behalf of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo include a bill for a law to prohibit the issuance of mining permits in the state, a bill to provide for the Confluence University of Science and Technology Teaching Hospital, Okene, a bill for a law to provide for the establishment of Dr. Umar Sanda Ahmadu College of Health Technology, Lokoja, and a bill for a law to provide for the establishment of Kogi State Geographic Information Service Law 2024. The bills are expected to enhance health education-related courses within the reach of the people of the state and to attract gains from the mineral deposit in Kogi State.
We are saying that for you to enter any agreement, you must have the consent of the state. And that is what we will do. Anybody that is not in agreement should go to court. We are coming to on this issue. We will go ahead. It's mining. Yes. We are coming up because we feel our communities is where these deposits are. Yes. And anybody that got their license from Abuja, you understand, cannot expressly enter the community. and start exploration. And if that is the case, if there should be an agreement between the licensed company and the community, we say we should know.
We can legislate on this, sir. But if we are legislating on this, why not we legislate properly? Remove anything like mine. We can legislate on issuance of business permit, and mining can still be inclusive. Agriculture can still be inclusive. I know the plight that the state government is looking into. And that is the plight we need to go into. That is the security of the state.
The stakeholders at the public hearing are traditional rulers, members of academia, and civil society organizations. The public hearing on the 4 bills will continue on another legislative day.
You are watching the program from the State Assemblies, a program that reviews legislative activities in the state houses of assembly across the nation. We now take a break. The program continues shortly.
Are you looking for a short channel to make your business, goods and services go viral? Look no further, as NTA Parliament is your short channel. Take advantage of our wider reach and advertise your products and services on NTA Parliament DSTV channel 370, GoTV channel 126, StarTimes channel 306, and Free TV channel 706. For more inquiries, contact the Marketing Department, NTA Parliament, NTA Headquarters Area 11 Garki, Abuja, or call these numbers 080-383-40464 or 080-770-78055. NTA Parliament, strengthening Nigeria's democracy.
Thank you for staying with us. Moving on. From the ongoing process of allotting houses in the states, the Nasarawa State House of Assembly has called for equity and fairness in the distribution of houses to civil servants, regardless of their ranks, in order to address housing deficits in the state. The House made the call when the Ministry of Works appeared before the Committee on the 2024 Budget Assessment and Performance. Adams Abdul Kadri completes the reports.
Taking a cue from the explanation of Ministry of Works on legacy projects of the modern Lafayette Secretariat, as well as remodeling and upgrading of the offices of the Governor, Wife of the Governor, Deputy Governor, and other projects across the state, the chairman of the committee says it is now necessary for the committee to embark on the spot assessment to see for themselves the level of job done so far. The committee, however, highlighted the importance of fairness in allocating houses to workforce, especially low-income earners, so as to endanger inclusivity and boost morale among government employees.
Even during the colonial era, things like this are distributed all over the local governments, all over wards. I'm saying this because I know a lot of local governments, some local governments are sidelined when it comes to such projects. I would appeal that the ministry could do something to let the governor know that all the local governments will expect, because we have civil servants in all the local governments, so that such projects are spread over will really rekindle the hope of the government.
On the spot assessment that committee is planning to embark upon, they urge the ministry to make available all the contractors handling the ongoing projects for questioning and clarification as regards housing project in the state.
Still in Lafayette, to ensure seamless operation and effective running of local government administration, the Nasarawa State House of Assembly has charged the chairman to shun malpractices and uphold public trust in running of the third tier of government. This advice came when the House played host to the newly elected chairman of the 13 government councils for interface in Lafayette. Adams Abdul Kadri completes the report.
The visit of the newly elected chairman of the 13 local government council of Nasarawa State is not only to get themselves familiar with the Standing Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, but to brief them regards to the function and their responsibility in line with the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Chairman of the committee, Musa Ibrahim Abubakar, notes that The committee will watch closely the activities of local government to see that the jobs are carried out in accordance with the law. It says the decision underscores the committee's commitment to ensuring accountability and integrity in governance at the local level.
As soon as you win election, you are for the people. You are not expected to segment your community. You are not expected to plant those seeds that will cause discord among your people. You are expected to uphold the rules of laws and ensure that you do your work according to the dictates of the law.
The Agon chairman, Sofian Issa, who doubled as chairman of Akwanga Local Government Council, appreciate the lawmakers, saying their advice during this familiarization tour is timely.
The defending of security, property, and life of our dear people, sir. So it's our primary responsibility. But I want to say, sir, that we are willing to key into that program and project, sir, with the sensitization workshop ranging from our village head, district head, graded chief, etc., and across other stakeholders, sir. And I want to believe that will help, and still that will go a long way in ensuring that, yes, our Nasarawa still remain calm and peace.
Meanwhile, Ministry of Works, Housing and Transport, led by the Commissioner for Works, Moazu Gusho, were hosted by the Committee on Works. The chairman of the committee expressed displeasure over the ongoing road construction projects across the state, urging the ministry to intensify efforts for timely completion of the project.
We are eager to receive from the contractor the level of job. Let him tell us what he is. 6 years. Because this government spent 4 years without making a kind of impact on that road. And now we have entered what we call second tenure, and it's almost 1.5 years, more than 1.5 years.
In commemoration of World Children's Day, a group of children under the auspices of the Children's Parliament have taken over plenary session at the Kano State House of Assembly, which was presided by the Speaker, Muhammad Isa, where they deliberated on salient issues that affect the lives of the younger generation. Samira Hamisushira reports that all the 40 constituencies had representatives.
The World's Children's Day was established in 1959 and celebrated on the 20th of November every year, marking the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. To listen to them and understand their ideas for a better world, include their activities in government policies and plans. This year, the Children Assembly were at the Kano State House of Assembly for a mock plenary, and everything ranging from the Mayor, the Speaker, and the principal officers captured. They deliberated on issues that affect the society, such as controlling the effects of climate change, improving quality of education, addressing security threats in the society, among others.
I become an educated person.
It is expected that the issues raised will be channeled to relevant stakeholders for proper action to be taken.
Borno State House of Assembly has confirmed the appointments of Chairman of State Guidance and Counseling Board, as well as Chairperson and other 4 members of the State Primary Health Care Development Board, following resolution by the Committee of the Whole. House of Assembly correspondent Kegarama Mustafa reports that the House also received 2023 audit financial statements for local governments.
The report of House Standing Committee on Departments and the Governor's Office, Boards and Parastatals in respect to confirmation of the nomination of Abbalawan Ashigasha for appointment as Chairman, State Guidance and Counseling Board by member representing MMC constituency Ali Kotoko. He said the committee has invited appointee to interface with him as enshrined by the law.
This communication was right at the floor of the House, and the Speaker referred it to the committee for their necessary action, and the committee promised to bring its report during the next sitting.
Similarly, the report of House Standing Committee on Health and Human Services regarding confirmation of nomination of appointment of chairperson and 4 other members of the State Primary Healthcare Development Board was presented by Leader of the House, and member representing Kala-Belge constituency, Dige Mohammed. Dige explained that the committee has already invited the nominees for scrutiny.
From the Executive Governor of Borno State for appointment of chairman and members of Borno State Primary Health Care and Development. The House deliberated on the request and referred to the House Committee on Health and Human Services to screen the nominees in compliance with House Resolution number 30 of 1st February 2023 and submit its report to the House for consideration.
Leader of the House moved a motion for the legislature to resolve into committee of the whole to consider both reports and was seconded by member representing Mabur constituency, Usman Lawan Moruma. Speaker of the House, Abdul Karim Lawan, announced the resolution of the committee of whole.
The committee screened Alhaji Abba Lawan as chairman of the Borno State Guidance and Counseling Board, Aja Yagana Alkali as chairman designate.
Leader of the House also moved a motion that the House to consider report of the committee of the whole and was seconded by member representing Chibok constituency for Gulawan. The Speaker Abdul Karim Lawan read the letter from the Auditor General for Local Government concerning audit financial reports for local government councils for the year 2023, which was referred to Standing Committee on Public Finance.
This is where we call it a day on this week's episode of the program from the State Assemblies. Remember, you can still watch this episode, news and other programs on our social media handles showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. I remain your host, Ene Ojonugba. Bye for now.